About to get into this episode of Bobby, I Love You. Purr. I'm just kidding. But yeah, this is the episode. It's going to be called Don't Fall For It, Bobby. So we already know what that's about to lead up to, yeah. So let's just do a small recap of what happened in the last episode. So as we know, Bobby welcomed 15 guys into the house trying to look for a little bit of love. In the midst of it all, a couple of the guys started off a little rocky fighting. You know, the main one that was doing a lot of fighting had to been Crush, and it's just a lot going on last time. So I'm going to get into that in a second, but we're going to focus on this new episode. And while I'm going along, I'll be doing a few recaps just to keep y'all a little updated because this is only the second episode. Also, I wanted to say thank y'all for listening. Very new at this. This is my second episode, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Thank you. And so Bobby X pops up, invited by his friends. It seemed like Bobby's a little excited, but he trying to play it to the left like he not as excited as he really is. He all cheesing and grinning and just smiling his butt off, okay? Bobby starts out by saying he don't understand why they will invite someone from his past. The guys was like, yeah, but that's his past. And then his ex gets to talking about, yeah, but I'm here though. So it's really about to get a little spicy and turned up for real. I feel like by Andre being here, they gonna try to make it a little tougher on the guys because, it's already started out with some messy business in the first place. Andre talking about he want his baby back and he not going nowhere. So I could tell it's like gonna be crazy for real. Honestly, I feel like this is all Jason Lee's doing by encouraging producers or whoever he encouraged to invite Andre there in the first place because Jason is already messy as he is. You know what I mean? And of course, Roland Ray gonna go right along with it. They just want to see some action. That's what's gonna make the show. So let's get past the Andre part. We get to Roland Ray doing his confessional, talking about his butt is tired. He been sitting in his chair all day. He ready to lay down. He got to do a little introduction and an exit. So he made his exit by rolling on out the dang on front driveway. So finally, the guys get into the house. This the moment that we probably all waiting for. We want to see what the inside of the house is looking. Reality, we don't really be caring, but we really want to see at the same time. It's a beautiful home. I never even seen a home in Miami. This is bomb. It's nice. It ain't too spectacular, but it got modern detail. It looked real classy. It's real classy. I like it. I'll be telling these guys that they about to get assigned rooms because obviously these guys don't know how to act anyway. They ready to fight at any given moment. So if that's going to be the best option is to just assign rooms so it won't be no more fussing and fighting because they done spent about 30 minutes in the front yard fighting in this nice ass neighborhood. It's just crazy. Jameson lost his voice. I guess he was doing all type of yelling, but he sounded a hot mess. And I hope he get his voice back by the morning because that is not sexy. I don't know if he's smoking too many cigarettes, cigars, blunt, drinking too much alcohol, too much hollering, all that fighting and stuff. I don't know, but he better get it together, baby. So Anthony, aka Tony, gets his own room because obviously we know that he is in his wheelchair. So that's real nice of Bobby to give him his own little space. So he pairing the guys up 2 by 2. I can't sit here and go into detail of which one is which because I don't even know them like that yet. All I know is Crush, Cash, Jameson, and Dimitri. Just basically the ones that's already fighting. That's about it so far. So in real confessional, he gets to talking about that he's 27 years old. He don't share a room with no ninja. And he must gonna be sharing a room with Bobby. He gonna be sleeping in Bobby beds. So we know it always got to be that one extra confident person. So I like that about him. That's what's up. Now we putting the icing on the cake. Bobby start confronting Dimitri about the way he been acting because Dimitri just been talking all type of stuff. So Bobby basically flat out told Dimitri that he need him to shut the fuck up. Real talk. So it could be a little more calm because I feel like if Dimitri didn't do so much talking and all the boasting and bragging as he did, then it might be a less hostile environment. But he seemed like the type that want everything to be so hostile, and he's the best because of the lifestyle he grew up having. I'm not saying that I know his background, but from the words he's saying, how his mom is an attorney, he grew up this, he grew up that, he traveled this country, that country, he'll put Bobby on first class. It seemed like behind the camera, like when we don't see what's going on, he talked a lot of stuff, and that could really offend people. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just be going around just big boasting, big bragging. Like, I'm not saying like don't flaunt yourself, don't floss, but at the same time, it's a way to do it. Like, you could be a little bit more humble about it. You don't have to talk so hard at people trying to put them down. So that's the only negative side I see about him. All in all, he just feel like he fighting for Bobby's love, and he trying to rule out the bullies. He don't want to be getting bullied. He needs to stand his ground. And you know, like, as a gay guy, I'm not gay, I'm not a guy, but I could understand, I could put myself in that perspective of how he may have grew up. People always picking on him, saying this, saying that. So he feel like that anybody that say something that's going to go left, he needs to correct them and go his right, and, you know, either talk his stuff or put hands. And, you know, I can understand that if he just went through that all his days, which I'm sure he has, because it has to be something. He's not just lashing out, acting like this for no reason. So all in all, Bobby paired Dimitri with Grandy. He's a laid back, kind of fine, kind of muscle bound, nice beard, nice little eyes, nice. He got a nice little face on him. So, you know, yeah, they got some good looking guys on here. I ain't even gonna hold you. There's some good looking guys on here. But last but not least, we have Andre. Andre thinking he about to go up with Bobby. Bobby like, no, he got him a doghouse for him to sleep in. So who knows what that's going to be. Coincidentally, Cash and Crush have a room together. They get to going and recapping about how they was having a fight. Crush got snuck by Dimitri towards the end of the conversation when they supposed to be humbling down. And obviously Cash and Dimitri just was going after each other back and forth. So for them to put them two together, I don't know if they're going to form some type of alliance against Dimitri. I don't even know if Bobby going to let this be that type of show, because he seems like he wants to have control of everything. Okay, so they get to showing the rooms. The rooms is whatever, you know. They got double beds, twin beds, you know. Every room is different. It gives that Airbnb type of vibe. But some of the rooms don't got TV, so I don't know what the hell they're going to be doing at night. What, sitting there looking at each other? I don't know. I haven't seen nobody with their phone yet, so that's to be questioned as well. So Bakari and Terrell, aka Rel, get a room together. What's more weird about this situation, Bakari collabed with Terrell's boyfriend or ex-boyfriend, and you know that Bakari is in the adult entertainment industry. So we gonna rock it out. I don't know how they gonna act together. Okay, so let's get back to Anthony, whom is in the wheelchair. So he has his best friend with him, which I respect. That is the nicest and kind thing to do. That's the right thing to do. Have somebody there that can assist him, you know, throughout his time being here. You know, someone help him get in and out the bed or take a shower, whatever he needs. So he's going to be his nurse on his journey of finding love and hopefully building up a bond with Bobby, trying to get Bobby's heart. And so him and his best friend get to talking about how during the guys' fight, they kept trampling over his wheelchair. And he's saying by the graces of God, he is strong in his upper part of his body, or else they would have flipped him out his wheelchair. So he's going to be demanding respect, because like, just because he's in a wheelchair don't mean that y'all need to be disrespecting him. You know what I mean? Like, so hopefully somebody come give him an apology or something about that, because I mean, I'm not saying 100% feel bad for him, because this is what it's supposed to be. I guess in their eyes of fighting for Bobby's love. At the same time, y'all need to have respect for your peers. It's a time and place for everything. Honestly, I just feel like folks that's in a wheelchair can hold their own. So I feel like that's just one thing that you can't put past nobody. Just because they in a chair, don't. I wouldn't try somebody just because they in a chair. Because at the end of the day, they have defense mechanisms, and that is whoop your ass. And he would have hopped out, jumped out that chair, and leaped on one of them from trampling over him like that. Then, they would have been looking at him like he crazy. But I would have understood. Okay, so we get to the next scene where Bobby and Andre is walking down the hallway. Bobby get to telling him like he lucky that he even in his presence right now. He giving him a second chance. This is the second time Bobby went public with him. So I feel like Bobby is just on some, I'm not trying to be embarrassed. You already got your chance. It's 15 other guys here that got potential to treat me the right way. And you not about to just get up one on them just because you're my ex. So he put his ass on the couch. And so Bobby basically tell him like, you either gonna get on this couch or you just go to a hotel and I see you when I see you. Andre like, oh no, I'll sleep on the couch, no problem. So he trying to flirt the fun and he really want to be there, but that's that territorial shit. But Bobby did the respectable thing. He came and brought Andre a pillow and a blanket. So I'll give him that for that because honestly, I would have left his ass just like that to figure it out. But I ain't even gonna hold you. Andre trying to talk his way into getting back with Bobby in his room and stuff, trying to convince him. Like, you can't come convince somebody that got a whole show with 15 other guys and Bobby already boy crazy-ish, man crazy, whatever you want to call it. So I don't understand how he thought he was about to just come up here and just change the game that quick. Yeah, Bobby doing the extra lot of flirting with Andre, though. So I could tell that they did really like each other. They had some good chemistry. So, I don't know. I'm going to watch the show a little more to see who I'll be rooting for. Because it seems like Bobby and Andre did have something nice going on. But I'm not about to sit here and double back to an ex. Because an ex is an ex for a reason. Like, if he blew you to dust the first time, it's a chance that he would do it again. So we get into the scene where we got Dimitri, Perry, and his Dimitri's roommate. They get to talking about how they don't really feel like Dimitri's getting bullied, but it's like he more so set the tone the way he came inside the house. Dimitri gets to mentioning how he's from New York and he works in fashion. So that explains a lot about his personality. I mean, he's from New York, he's in fashion. So it's giving a vibe like he's used to being the star of the room, the star of the show, the star of the event. He wants to walk in, have all eyes on him. So now Dimitri throws shade at Perry, talking about his clothes give Hot Topic vibe. Perry claps back and says, well, actually, I make my own clothes, and Hot Topic don't even sell my size. So now we get a little bit of a thing going on why people is not messing around with Dimitri, because every time he open his mouth, it got to be some shit talking. In Dimitri confessional, he says he's on this caliber and they're on that caliber. So that's why he be getting his ass beat. Talking about, well, we can refer to his Instagram and see that. But I mean, goddamn, like, if your spirit is ugly, none of that stuff matters in the real world. I know everything is about social media nowadays, but the way he just come off all snobby and how he looked down on people, it's not okay. Because if you was the best thing moving, why are you on this show? Why you don't have no multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar husband somewhere? Like, somebody around clapping your cheeks, you can't even keep them. You're on here looking for Bobby's love, and all you want to do is just talk shit to other people. But obviously all your shit's not together, because where's your man? Period. And so in each confessional, it seemed like Bobby wants to mention, like, he wants to figure out who's here for me, who is going to love me. So that's his main point of his show, obviously. Like, I'm not really sure if he's looking for real love, or this is just for, Zeus production type of vibes. But I mean, we're gonna find out. So Bobby gets to talking about that he wants to know the explanation behind the fighting, and if the fighting isn't about and for him, then he's ready to get rid of some of those guys. So I don't know what that means, if guys is going to be getting sent home or whatnot. But as I said, we just got to wait and see. Then really they need to be getting rid of some of them guys because it's not even enough space in the house. I mean, like, it's a big, nice house, but the rooms is too small for 2 full-size grown men to be inside the room like that. That is too much testosterone in one building. Like, it's crazy. So we're in the scene with him and Roland Ray. It's morning now, and he gets to talking about how he doesn't have a favorite just yet. He's not trying to base it off of looks. He's looking for substance. So that's a good pointer and a good response to what Roland Ray asked him is who is he interested in so far? And Bobby says nobody yet. So Roland Ray throws this out there that he is surprised that Jason Lee brought Andre to the show. Bobby said he's surprised too, but at the same time, it seemed like Bobby was a little happy but surprised. And it didn't seem like he was too interested in him, but it seemed like, just like when you see an ex, I mean, like, if somebody didn't mess you over all the way, you know what I mean? You're going to be a little excited to see them. Just a little bit excited. So Bobby starts talking about how he doesn't even know Andre's true motives. His motives are always unclear to him. He gets to talking about how Andre wanted to leave him and go do his own thing. Mind you, Bobby's from Dade County. Like, he's not about to play. He's not green. He's not square. None of that. So he know game when he see game. And come on now, his cousin is Trina. Like, come on now, they grew up in that type of stuff. Like, you can't play a player. You know what I mean? So, So Bobby throws this out there that Andre went back to his ex. Long and behold, I don't keep up with this type of stuff, so I don't know none of this. Okay, I'm learning just as the show goes on. So Andre's ex is Jeffree Star. And Jeffree Star is messy. Like, he, it's giving Dimitri vibes. Like, Dimitri and Jeffree Star would get along perfectly fine because of how their personalities are. Now, Jeffree Star, I mean, he's cool, he cute, he got it going on. I'm not gonna, put that past him, but his personality sucks. Bottom line. Bobby gets to explaining how having Andre there, period, is making him in a torn type of situation, because on the bright side, he got a handful of guys, 2 handful plus 5, that could possibly be the one for him. One of those guys has to be the right one. And for him to have his ex there bringing back those old feelings, we don't even know if he's strong enough mentally to not even deal with his ex like that. We don't know what their history is. We don't know if the drama between Jeffree Star, Andre, and Bobby would be enough for Bobby to be like, okay, I got my nigga back. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know that. So that's what's making him feel torn. And I know he probably didn't even get no good sleep because he's just thinking about that shit like that. Okay, so they got the typical thing going on, just like all the other love reality shows where they get to naming people. So him and Roland Ray, Bobby and Roland Ray get to talking about how they want to get started naming people, and that's going to be so fun. And this gives them the opportunity to start getting to the situation where they're going to start eliminating the guys. So there goes a twist right there. I didn't expect that. Like, honestly, I hope that during the naming ceremony, the guys don't get to fussing and fighting, because that's just going to defeat the purpose of even trying to find love to me. Like, I personally, like, okay, it's cute for certain people, but when you're at a mature stage and you want different things going on for your life, you don't want people just sitting there fighting like that. That's not, it doesn't give a good taste. Like, it would have been a little bit better if the guys didn't fight. Then it'll be a different type of reality show, minus all the fighting. Because every, Flavor of Love, Rock of Love, For the Love of Ray J, Chance, I Love New York, all those situations revolved around quite a bit of fighting. So if they had less fighting, I'm probably expecting too much. I'm expecting too much. Let me just stop. I'm expecting too much. This is fucking Zeus. I forgot. Look who's running the production. It's Zeus. Zeus! All the fighting going on, they haven't even got to what they need to get to. So I'm hoping they pick up a little bit. Okay, so we get to a scene where it's for the guys getting together. You know, they smoking a little blunt. They got some Douce, I think it is. I don't drink alcohol, so I don't know what it is. It's whatever, the one with the sword on the bottom. They get to talking about how they seen Andre sleeping on the couch. So one of the guys mentioned how they saw Andre somewhere, I think in Vegas, and this is during the Jeffree Star time. And Andre was boasting and bragging, talking about got ATVs, this Mercedes, that Mercedes, and just bragging, boasting, doing the most. Talking about he got this OnlyFans, that OnlyFans. That's a surprise to me too, because like I said in the beginning, I don't know nothing about Andre, Bobby, Jeffree Star, none of that. So obviously Andre is some type of adult entertainment individual. He has 18,000 plus subscribers on OnlyFans. Like, come on now. So as I said, the guys are at the table, and Dimitri walks in, and they get to telling them like, "Oh, keep it up, keep the fights, so you can get sent home." You know how guys do when they like jokingly like, "Yeah, keep going, so you can get the fuck out of here." And one of the guys was like, "No, don't do that. You know, we're trying to keep the peace, keep it a little calm. We're here for Bobby." Like, yeah, it was entertaining in the beginning, but at the same time, it's a little too much. Okay, so now we in this next scene where some of the guys is hanging out. Jameson walk in. Andre is sitting there. Jameson and get to asking Andre, "Why is you here? Like, what is you doing here?" Andre just sitting back cool, smoking his blunt. So in Jameson confession, he talking about Andre look like a damn domination because he got a little patch on his face, which is probably his birthmark. And Rel jumped in the conversation talking about some. Bobby said that you went back to your ex at Jeffree Star. Andre like, hold on. First of all, I'm here because all y'all going home. This is my shit. This is my nigga. This is my crib. All the guys get to attacking Andre, talking about you the past. You don't need to be here. Andre clapping back on his flamboyant shit, talking about I'm in the past, present, and the future. Fuck you mean? That's what he basically saying. So Rel gets to arguing with Crush, talking about, so are you really here for Bobby? Because a little birdie told me that you was on Jack this morning. Crush is going to say, I was looking for weed. So Jack, I thought Jack was a person. I thought Jack was a person. Long and behold, Jack is a gay dating app. So Crush was on Jack while he was inside the house, which made the guys feel a little defensive because why are you on Jack and you supposed to be here for Bobby? Like I said, Crush's excuse was that he was looking for weed. I can understand that because he's not from Miami. I'll be doing the same thing too. Where my weed at? So Jameson is like, so you was on Jack searching for weed, bro? And you know he got an accent. He got like a Caribbean, Jamaican, African type of accent. So he's like, you not here for Bobby? Fuck you. So Andre gets to calling out Andre gets to calling out Crush, talking about you said that you wanted to be my cuddle buddy. You was flirting with me. Now Crush got to defend himself because he got all these guys on his back like that. They all up on his trail, literally. So Jameson gets to telling Crush that he is not no peach on the beach. You're for everybody. Obviously, whatever he been doing, it seemed like that they feel like he is thotty waddy. Rel is being the instigator of the situation, talking about, I got the receipts. But at first he said it's a little birdie telling him. So he must have been on Jack as well. Because how do you know that he's on Jack if you wasn't on Jack your damn self? Honestly. So they busted him out with the receipt because Rel had a picture of him, meaning Crush, of a recent picture, which was today inside the house. So he just posted the picture of him today inside the house. I guess maybe flaunting the house. Maybe he didn't think that nobody was going to be on his trail like that, seeing him. And yes, so that obviously means that they're not as bored as I thought they will be because they do have their cell phones. They'll obviously feel like he dropped the bomb. But at the same time, like I said, like, what are you doing on the site? Because you would have never ran into him if you wasn't on the site doing something yourself. Like, who was you trying to talk to? You must have been bored at night trying to find somebody because they just said it was bedtime. And I guess throughout the night, they over there on the damn Jack site trying to find somebody to talk to. In Miami, obviously. And so now Andre and Jameson getting into it. Honestly, Jameson don't play. So now Andre gonna say, everybody give it up for Michael Blackston. Like, come on now, why would you say that? And now Jameson get back on him like, look at your teeth. They moving cricket. What are you talking about? They moving to the left, buddy. So Jameson gets all up in Andre's face. Andre talking about some, don't come that close again. Jameson said he coming close. He'll back up, come close, back up, come close. He just basically tested him. Like, really, he playing all in his face, y'all. All in his face. So Jameson calls out Crush, talking about he's selling pussy on Jack. Oh my God, can I even say that on here, y'all? I probably need to blurt that out. Oh my God. Talking about, oh, you a $20 product, you a $20 product. Just really getting on him, like busting him out for, I guess he's a prostitute. So he's just busting him out, letting everybody know that Crush is playing in the sheets, okay? Jameson don't handle talking shit well. So this is the part what I seen on the last episode that I was waiting for. So Jameson pulls Crush over his head and throw him in the pool, y'all. He don't play. He is about that action. He not about to sit there and talk forever. You know, some people can't handle talking shit. They could fight it off rather than talking shit. Like, if you talking too much and you talking over them, they gonna just put their hands on you. And that's what Jameson do. Like, that's just the type of person he look like he is. Like, he not about to keep talking. You not about to talk over him. He just about to try to shut you up one way or another. So Crush brush it off and bouncing around in the pool like, woo, we in here. Like, that didn't faze him or whatnot. And honestly, I mean, I guess that's better than getting socked on, punched on. Throw me in the pool, don't hit me. I guess that's what he figured. Babe, when I tell you Jameson snatched him off that little porch, baby, he snatched him off that little porch. I ain't never seen nobody get snatched up like that. It gave me the vibe of maybe back in the day before my generation, when a grandma would snatch the kid up or the boy up by his collar or his ear or something. But it was so quick. He grabbed, I guess that's that Caribbean style for you, because he grabbed his ass up. So we go to the next scene, and Anthony is talking to one of the guys, and he going off about how people disrespected him, people walking over him. He has not been nothing but genuine or nice since he got there. So he just really going off on a rampage. It's a lot of fighting, because I noticed it's a lot of drinking going on. Like, every person that I seen thus far either had a bottle in their hand, a whole bottle in their hand to themselves, drinking out of the bottle. If not that, then pouring drinks like left to right. So that could be another thing. Like, everybody got sweat all on their faces. Too early to just be drinking. I guess maybe because it's free, they just want to drink it up. But, you know, like, I don't know. Anytime it's alcohol in some type of equation, it's bound to be some type of fighting. But everybody is just amped up. So Jameson is kind of giving bully vibes. Like, now he go back walking towards Crush, talking about, you not a peach on the beach, you cabbage in the garbage, all type of crazy stuff. Just too amped up. But like I said, it could be alcohol that's playing a factor. Like, alcohol is just not for everybody, bottom line. So he get to talking about, ain't none of y'all here for Bobby. That's when Andre got something to say. And he talking about, well, first of all, ain't none of y'all here for Bobby. And then Jameson shut him down too, talking about, you know better. Basically telling, like, don't walk up on me because you could get punched up too. That's basically the message he telling. If anybody say, oh, you know better. Anybody sometimes say somebody like, you know better, that them is, calm down or get fought. That's them kind of words. Okay, yeah. So now we back at the scene where Tony is just going. He's still talking about how he's in a wheelchair and everybody else got a better shot than him because he can't get up and walk up the stairs and go see Bobby just like anybody else can. But long and behold, little did he know, ain't nobody walking up no stairs going to see Bobby, because Bobby ain't let nobody go see him. Bobby ain't no easy he ain't no easy girl, okay? He not easy. So you gonna have to work for him. At the same time, he tipsy, so, of course, he'll vent out his true feelings, how he feel about his current condition. That would make anybody think about their current condition if they see other people doing stuff that they can't do. It was a time in his life that he was able to do that before he got shot. So, sometimes in certain situations, your emotions take control, and this is just his moment right now. And so now he feeling himself real good. He get his confidence back, talking about he from H-Town. Ain't nothing, not a nail hole got on him. he is the one. He don't care about that wheelchair. You heard him? Look at him.
I promise you, I'm still gonna roll with stuff out on Texas. I'm Texas. They thought Jonathan was the Texas tornado. Bitch, I'm the Texas hurricane, bitch.
Okay. Now Jameson get into it with Andre again. This is the same scene, of course, but now they get to pushing on each other, shoving, and then they throw a couple punches. But Jameson is obviously drunk. Like his punches just landing any and everywhere. All he could do is pick up the dude and throw him in the pool. That's all that happened. At the end of the day, they both landed up in the pool. So he didn't do much because he didn't pick him up and throw him. He had to push himself in the pool to even get him in the pool. And then he tried to fucking drown him. Now Jameson going off because his weed got wet. Because he talking about my $20 weed. My $20 weed. I was surprised that all this fighting, the security ain't doing shit. I guess because it's guys in this go around, they not really touching. They just let them just do stuff. Like, they just let them do all type of stuff. On baddies, they don't let the girls do none of this type of stuff, which is kind of crazy to me because, I mean, guys can hurt each other way more than females do. I know you might be knotted up, but I guess somebody told the security on baddies, like, do not let them touch the females like this, and that, or whatever, because on these security, they not doing shit. They just standing there. The security got a towel on his head with a hat on, just standing there, just watching. Okay, so obviously we getting down to the source of why Tony is so mad. So I guess him and Dimitri is getting into it. Dimitri start throwing stuff at the man. Like, come on now, Dimitri. He literally throwing plates off the table at him. That is crazy. So that's how the episode ends. And yeah, that was just a lot. So we're going through the recap, and it's a lot of fighting going on. Everybody's just throwing lots of hands. And suitcases is getting thrown. Oh my God. There's just a lot going on, y'all. Y'all gonna have to stay tuned for this next episode because it looked like it's getting real disrespectful. And Roland Ray is getting into it with the guys again. So, yeah, it looks like the next episode is going to be when they do the name casting. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a little bit lit. So, I appreciate y'all. If y'all are watching this video, make sure y'all like, comment down below little things that y'all might want to see while I am doing these reviews. Maybe y'all want to see a few clips of the show that's going on. And please, please, please make sure you subscribe. I want to grow this channel, and it's really interesting doing these little reviews, especially since we are out here in a new city. So, yeah, stay tuned.